Good morning all. Today I am going to start the next unit, Unit 6 Solid State. So this is the mind map of this lesson. So in this unit we are going to learn about the characteristics, classification, structure of solids, and also point defects in the solids. So already we know about the three states of matter. So that is solids, liquids and the gases. In nature, most of the particles are in solid state than the liquid and the gaseous state. In solids, atoms are arranged orderly. So solids are in different properties. So example, wood and the iron. So in wood, it not conducts electricity. So we call it as insulator. So but in iron, it conducts electricity. So we call it as the conductor. So why the property is different means, so because of binding forces, so present in between the atom is different. So only the property is different in the different solids. So before synthesizing any materials, so we need to know about the importance and the properties of the solids. So next one is the general characteristics of the solids. See the first point now. So in solids, atoms, ions or molecules are held together by the strong cohesive forces. So in between the atoms, the strong cohesive forces are present. So that force only connecting the atoms. So the solids are in definite volume and the shape. So next one is the rigid. The solids are rigid and incompressible. So incompressible means we are not easy to compress that material. So next point, the strong cohesive forces acting between the atoms. So next one, the short interatomic ionic or molecular distances. So the in between that the distance between the one atom with the another atom is so short. So and also the strong cohesive force act between the atom. So we call it as rigid and incompressible. So see the next point now. The constituents act, and the constituents means the atoms, ions or molecules have the fixed position and can oscillate about their mean position. So that means the atoms are not moved from their places, so but it can oscillate from its position. So next one, liquids and gases collectively we are call it as the fluids. So because it is easy to flow from one place to the another place. So next one is the classification of the solids. Solids we are broadly classified into two types. So that one is crystalline solids and the amorphous solids. So crystalline solids are again classified into 5 types. So first one is ionic crystal, second one is covalent crystal, next one is molecular crystals, so next one metallic crystals, so the last one is ionic solids. The types of crystalline solids I will explain in the next videos. So the word crystal derived from the Greek word kristallos. So that means clear ice. So how ice looks like a clear and the transparent. So like that crystals also looks clear and transparent here. So the potential energy for the crystal is so minimum. So amorphous means amorphous no form. So amorphous, that atoms are randomly arranged. So that is not in the perfect order. So example for crystal is NaCl. So example for amorphous solid, glass, rubber, etc. So next one is the difference between the crystalline and the amorphous solid. So in the crystalline solid, long range orderly arrangement of the constituents. So the atoms are arranged in that regular pattern. So in that long range. So in the amorphous solid, so the atoms are arranged in the short range. So the crystalline solids having the definite shape. So example, diamond. So in amorphous, so that the shape is irregular in shape. So not that definite shape here. Generally, crystalline solids are anisotrophic in nature. So they are in amorphous, so they are isotropic like liquids. So the explanation about the isotropic and the anisotropic in the next video. See the fourth point now. So they are true solids. So this side they are considered as the pseudo solids. Pseudo means here not true. So or false. So are supercooled solids. Supercooled means so we are changing that liquid into solid. So while while cooling, that liquid is changed into the solid form. That only we call it as the supercooled liquid. So next one is, so it having the definite heat of fusion. So the heat of fusion means, so while supplying energy, the solid is changed into the liquid. So the how much energy is utilized for this process to changing that into solid into liquid. So that only we call it as the heat of fusion. So that crystalline solids have a definite heat of fusion. So here in amorphous solid, the heat of fusion is not definite. So the 6th point now, they have sharp melting point. So the crystalline solids got the sharp melting point. So in the amorphous, so gradually soften over a range of temperature. So and so can be molded. So it is in amorphous solid, for example, glass. So we are supplying temperature means it becomes melted. So that time, so we change the shape. That time we're changing the shape of that particular material. So example for crystalline solid is NaCl, diamond. So amorphous solid example, rubber, plastics, glasses. So next one is isotropy and the anisotropy. So isotropy means uniformity in all direction. So uniformity means here the property is same in all the directions. So anisotropy, no uniformity in all directions. So no uniformity means the property is not same in all the directions. So next point, identical values of physical properties like refractive index, electrical conductance. So refractive index means the speed of the light. So we are calculating the speed of the light in different medium. So in first we are going to calculate the speed of the light in vacuum. So and then we are comparing the speed of the light which passes through the crystal. So that only refractive index. So next one is electrical conductance means so the movement of the electric current in the different directions. So amorphous solids are isotropy. So we are getting uniform value in all the direction. So example for anisotropy is crystals. See the picture now. So while we are passing the light through the isotropy, so we are getting the same values. While you are passing to this direction, we are getting one value. So again we are passing the light through this direction, we are getting the same value. So we are getting the uniformity in all the directions. So the value becomes same here. So in anisotropy, suppose we are passing the light to this direction means we are getting one value. So next we are passing the light through this direction means so we are getting the another value. So the value is different here. So the example for isotropy is amorphous solids. So the example for anisotropy is crystals.